I'm in a terrible state. All I want to do is be a streamer. I'm definitely entering the like obsessive phase of my life. Well, again, I'm like, we've got to recruit them all. We're only 8 hours in, and we've got many more to go. It's also just very relaxing, and I can do with a bit of a relaxing experience at the moment. The calm before the storm for me, because I need to start gearing up for a field trip and then crunch time in the Masters. But in this little lull, I don't know. I just feel like doing this. And because I'm like committed to having it all documented, I don't want to do it offline. So I'm just apparently doing this all day today. The heart wants what it wants. What can I say? We depart. Now, I'm still probably not going to have all that much to say. Abel might. Abel, do you want to? I'm not entirely sure how strong Pikachu actually is. Or is this like a really easy dungeon? This is just a Pidgey. I might have been spooked for no reason. Oh! Help, I'm trapped in a waking nightmare. There's a hero cross. Okay. Now Zubat's in a waking nightmare. Look at hero cross go, that's a lot of damage. People. Don't like... Oh god. Alas, you're quite right. Ooh. Thanks for tuning in all day. Sorry, this is like the only way I'm able to communicate. I'm like highly. I'm certainly like, I think the Affixor mind, the Affixor brain is like starting to truly wear off, which is good for my sanity, but I'm back in the like extreme and uncontrollable mental focus. So my brain's just like, what we have to do is beat Mystery Dungeon, and I'm like, there are other things that you could be doing, brain, like work or, you know, talking to all your friends and your lovely Caitlins in real life, or like not through this strange half measure. Oops, I didn't actually want to send Oddish home, but that's okay. But nonetheless, this is how it is for now. And it has been nice to have you guys around. I'll give Kabuto an apple. Yeah. Exactly. They're keeping me alive. But it's nice to hear from you too. Like it's it's been a while, I guess. No, my Belita. What's happened? What's happened? My poor deceased I feel like this is just how like life works when you're our age. You just like 6 months go by and you're like, wait, I should talk to all these different people. Oh man, yeah, I haven't talked to William in ages. Hope he's doing well. It's nice that everyone is still like in contact with each other, even if only vaguely. But I'm well out of the loop on William. He's I remember he was down at uni. It's been years. He could be like king of the world or something. Sorry, kick me on. Uh-oh. It's Hypno Man. My dad was talking to me yesterday, and he was like, "Ah, my friend messaged me a month ago about a show, the show The Rehearsal with Nathan Fielder, which is a wonderful show for any audience members." And Dad didn't respond, and he was asking the family like, if I haven't responded for a month, but I like meant to respond, like when is it too late? And I feel like it's never too late in theory. Like everyone's kind of just like, well, we'll respond sooner or later. Oh man, I would love to read a book by William. I can't remember his writing, but I remember being very impressed by it when I was 12. I remember being like, wow. Eccentric. Writing a book is so daunting though. I know, it does instantly feel too late. You're like, everything's died off. But I think it's actually never too late. Mostly just because everyone else is also is also like not responding to each other. So everyone's like, oh my goodness, it's that person. No, Whooper, don't do this. Lay off, friend. Okay, we're fine. I don't want to use the citrus berry. Thank you. But yeah, no, I mean, it's good to hear from you. We should catch up in a less strange scenario than as a budget streamer. I say, but then like the Masters is another 3 months, so there's a very good chance that nothing meaningful will happen until December. Yeah, soon. Within our lifetimes, I would say is... No, why did Pikachu die? Who did this to my Pikachu? I'm gonna let him die, actually. I don't mind. We could hang out this weekend. I'm like not busy at the moment, but I've got work to do. But clearly doing work is like not that high of a priority. At the moment, I would like to stay in this dungeon. Steamroll Pidgey. It's not a bad Pidgey. We accept the Pidgey. Oh, wait, Absol is starving to death. Shall I message you on Discord after this, and then we can we can figure out the timing so that we don't have to dox each other. Not that like I don't think the doxing is gonna matter, but because all my other 0 viewers will be so they'll go crazy. But it might be easier to figure something out. But I would be cool to hang out because I've been kind of shut away in a realm. Oh, Absol. Okay. I can't get a sense on this dungeon because all the Pokemon are like the weakest little weakling babies. Yeah. Well, you know, this is I guess the price of friendship is that sometimes Clash Royale just takes priority. I was gonna ask you if you wanted to go. There's a joke in there, but I don't know enough about Clash Royale. If you wanted to go walk down one of 2 lanes towards an enemy's, or is that not Clash Royale, but Clash the original? I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. 1984 or something. Yeah, the terrible oppression of advertising is. It can be pretty brutal. I was just saying, I can message you on Discord after this, and we can figure something out. But I think I'm free this weekend if you wanted to. Oh, is this what I'm after? Full swipe. Pretty box. Okay, sweet. Deal. Okay, and with the... And 3 rainbow gummies. No way. Okay, this is a crazy moment. That it may seem like, you know, it's rather normal, but don't let that deceive you. This is crazy. I can see why. I'm starting to understand why, as like a streamer, it would be quite good to just be like, "Whoa," and like screaming all the time, and like, "Oh my god, did you just see what? Did you actually just see what just happened in that moment?" Because that like fills time quite effectively. You're like, "Wow, look, he's overcome by emotion and it's so engaging." Whereas if I just sit here and I'm like, "Oh yeah, a gummy," then it doesn't quite hit the same. You behind the veil. Can I feed you? Feed. Masquerade. Evasive rhythm. Sounds bad. Steamroll, steamroll. Okay. So we want to feed hair across all our gummies. We don't want brawl. Yeah, this is a very niche game to choose as my like the one I'm like committing to, and also I've like made it through the coherent part, and now I'm just doing like weird grinding that makes sense in my brain. But I suppose I should explain it to like the audience, but I don't know if I have the like I don't know if that's possible. Okay, we have to go to the stormy sea. But do we go now? Yes. I think we go now. And I think we bring this team. And I think we do this. And I think we my basic aim right now is to enter into like a sort of really cheese grindy stat system where I like cheese out a bunch of permanent stat boosts to make my random guys like absolutely cracked. Whoa. And the only thing in my way is this dungeon. But this is kind of a hard dungeon. Oh, Where did Absol go? My tactics. No, my tactics are okay. We don't use. But with that thing that I was pogging for, I now have the power to convert this Heracross into like the ultimate fighting force. Whoa. Can I? Uh-oh, the Wingull's gone crazy. We've got to make a run for the stairs. Gotta make a run for the stairs. We made a run for the stairs. There was never an issue. Okay. And then we activate our orb. Nuzzle. So it's kind of bad. Good in theory, but in practice right now, don't actually need it. Okay, so we can. Okay, this Heracross is crazy though. Shelder, you are actually one of the strongest Pokemon in this game. Second only to Venipede, of course. Okay, this is okay. That is an excellent idea. It will not... I've had a spicy dinner and so my throat's all clogged up, which is ill-advised for a public broadcaster. It will not ruin my time. I think I'm very seriously in contention for a speedrun award. Whoa, that's all. You're in trouble. I don't want to use item to revive Jidiosa, I'm afraid. I don't think you can rename them in battle, but when we get out of here, I'm on it. We'll get the strongest Venipede on Earth. This is kind of like it's a bit of a boomer game though. It's like a Pokemon remake. So it's only got all the all the ancient Pokemon. It doesn't have any of the newfangled designs like Venipede. Okay, floor 8. There's 40 floors of this that I gotta get through. I've got quite a lot of revival items, but I don't have an endless number. No, I don't think I'm a Pokemon boomer. I mean, I've been known to have Pokemon boomer opinions. Like there are some times I'm like, oh, this new game sucks. But in general, I'm pretty positive towards the new games. And like it from like a from an algorithmic perspective, I'm incentivized to like oppose Pokemon boomers. Like in the competitive community, the like I only like Charmander folks are like they ain't cool. They're the pariahs. So I kind of have to make fun of them. You call them a Gen 1er. You say, look at this silly Gen 1er, has no cultural taste or valid opinions. That just makes you feel so intellectually superior. Having said that, the older Pokemon games are better, but they're not like objectively better. They're just like better in my opinion. Maybe that is boomer take. I don't know. I think that's pretty widely accepted. Also, some of the new Pokemon designs are really good. Like case in point, Venipede. Whoa. But also like Wo-Chien. Wo-Chien is like the greatest of all Pokemon designs, and that's from the newest realm. Heracross, you fool. Oh, why do you have a ranged attack? No, why did you feel? How? Why? Whence? I didn't think he was going to wake up. I thought he'd give me a turn to like... prepare. Sorry, Absol. I think Absol kind of fell off, to be honest. Can use this. That should. Heracross, no. Okay, we're okay. I'm being pursued. seal on my tail. Pikachu. My guys have really let me down here. I've explored everywhere except where I wanted to be. We are 1/3 of the way through. Across, turn around. We don't go that way. Okay, an orb. An inviting orb. Perhaps we can recruit a seal to the cause. Me when I'm a killer whale and I'm trying to hire a turncoat to do some espionage and lure the other seals to the beach. I don't know. Northern Lion keeps doing... oh, we can't actually recruit a seal to the cause. Me when I'm an X bits, and so I'm like, I should try to do me when I'm an X bits, but it's hard to think of them when you have infinite time. Come up with them on the spot. I'm not built for it. I tried to make a joke the other day, and my younger brother was like, nah, little bro, it didn't land. And I was like, bro, I've become the little bro. It's like the perfect crushing rebuttal. I had no answer. I just had to take it. I was like, yeah, no, you're right. That was it. Yeah, it was pretty good. It was pretty good. I was like kind of impressed, but also I was like, wow. He's also like, because when you like get into your late teens, you pick an interest. I always feel like you either pick like cars or computers or music. You know, you gotta, at least if you're a guy, you've got to have like some object that you can tinker with. and so he's real into music, and now I'm like scared of him in Trivial Pursuit because he knows every song. So when it's like, name the song from the 1980s that starts with this lyric, like I don't know what the heck the answer is, but he's got me beat. So I can no longer rely on like being able to beat him in trivia even, and so my advantages are like fading. It's dangerous, and we are. I don't think I'm coping when I say we're exactly the same height, but we're either exactly the same height or he's like a millimeter taller than me, and so I'm just taking the L's. But it was always going to happen. I went to like a fitness shop. I know I might be little bro. It's a real danger. I went to a fitness shop on Tuesday. I had to go to the orthodontist, which is out on the North Shore, and we're out there at like 8 a.m. and I was like, I don't really fancy the traffic going back over the Harbour Bridge into town at 8 a.m. So can we go to a fitness shop? I was with my dad, because I kind of want to get a treadmill, but like the moral of the story was getting a treadmill is a terrible idea because I don't have literally anywhere to put it. So I no longer want to get a treadmill, but I did as of 2 days ago, and we were talking. Oh no, Rimmerade has defeated my Sphere and become more powerful than I could ever have imagined. Am I out of Reviver Seeds? Oh, this does not bode well. This really does not bode well. And orange berries. Oh, there's no way we're making it through this dungeon. There's no way. Anyway, we're at the fitness shop, and we were talking to the guy, and he was like telling us about the different traits of like what you want in a treadmill, and he was like asking like who might be using it, and I was like, well, we might, and then we've got younger brothers, and I was like, yeah, like one of them's already taller than me, the other one's like getting close, and he was like, oh no, you were the test run, you were just the training run for the real children, and I was like, you're right. But the signs are mounting that I might be little bro after all. Okay, Pikachu. That was a very lucky miss. Okay, 19. B20. Grimer. Revive a seed. Please revive a seed. I think we just drank that. Pikachu dies here. Maybe. Pikachu dies here. Okay. Anorith acquires the ultimate power. Heracross Buddy. Friendship ended with Pikachu. Now Grimer is my best friend. 2 Anoriths. How in the world? Okay, no, it's doable, it's doable. Don't die of starvation. It's one Venipede alone in the wilderness. All of his friends have died. He's got to make it another 18 floors. He has a Grimer, but he's abandoning the Grimer to a fate while he escapes. The Grimer takes the bullet. The Grimer says he wishes he could make it back home. Buddy, you are home. This is where you live. But it wasn't enough. Heracross is kind of cracked compared to my other Pokemon. He might. It's not impossible that he does clutch. I just shouldn't have bothered with anyone else. Okay. Another Grimer. Another Grimer for the meat grinder. Heracross does so much damage. Another Grimer. Taking a hit. Gotta be careful. Whoa! Okay, that could have ended our entire existence, actually. Could have used a bit of move. There's a Kabutops. We've got an Omastar. Omastar's crazy, he's got a gun. Omastar's got a gun. Ow! No! Wait, do I lose? Oh my god. I've lost. I've been defeated. Can I... This is a disaster. These bozos can't possibly do it, though. There's no shot. How? I think I have to take the L and just let my... But then I lose my friend ribbon, so I have to get another friend ribbon. But I think I have to. Nah. I don't think from a speedrunning perspective it's sensible to try to get to the 24th floor of that dungeon. I'm giving up. Okay, what does this mean? I have to rebuild. Okay, we can rebuild. It's just brutal. Much thanks. Where the heck do I have to go then? I have to go to Solar Cave and Remains Island. But I should first get suited up. That was a silly mistake on my part. I should have just used my revive orb or bailed. But I knew it wasn't going to work. But I was just... Heracross was such an underdog. I was like, he can do it. The guy can do it. Oh no, this is now... Illusory Grotto is now hard. Oh. This is dangerous. I've updated my Illusory Grotto. I mean, maybe it's good. Might be longer now. Get more items. Okay, I think the plan is to just farm as many items from here as I can. And then I can see how I might want. I can see how I might want the fringe band again. I have 3 reviver seeds. I'm gonna need more than that. 1 revival orb. April. Hi. You heard of speed running. What about slow running? Okay, we leave. We have 5 reviver seeds. I think we need more. we run it back. But you guys don't need to be exploring. I regret my decisions. For the audience out there, the way this dungeon works is when you die in a dungeon and you fully run out of revival items, it spawns this dungeon, which is like a clone of the one you died in, but all the items are revival items and like healing items. So I can kind of use it to farm these reviver seeds, which are mission critical for making it anywhere into the game. But I used to have this dungeon cloned off a really easy dungeon, so it was really easy to farm lots of good stuff, but now it's cloned off this tough dungeon, so I kind of like extra screwed myself. The saving grace is that this, at least, has a lot of flaws. So you can just keep farming it for ages. Revive orb. We flee. We run away. this, and now we have quite a few revives. Then grab this stuff, and I kind of just want to try it again, but this time I know what I'm in for. Think band. There's less on the line this time because I'm not bringing in my important friend bow that I labored so hard to acquire. Let's fight it out. A Flygon. Isn't a Flygon like crazy? Hang on. I can't access its moves. There's some world where it's worth escape orbing right now just to keep the Flygon. Seal, leave me alone. And both, back off. I need an oranberry. Seven. 8. Yeah, well, this might be doable. We just have to use a totally different strategy to what I was doing. Oh no. Okay. How do we need an orb to get out of this one? We need a faux seal orb. Flygon's gone mad. Drink one of these. Eat an apple. Eat an apple. Here across Europe. You're doing well, but it's taken a lot out of you, and we're only on the 10th floor. Isaac, you've done it. You've claimed number 1. You can consider your ego restored as now you have taken the number one title. I should probably like do other things with my life, but I I'm now like sunk cost fallacied in. I'm like, oh, I screwed it up by dying, and now I have to redeem myself tonight, or else, like, you know, I'll look like an embarrassment in front of my live audience of nobody, and I couldn't have that. I got a reputation to uphold. Roxas forever. Is Roxas here? Is Roxas in the audience? Audience Roxas isn't real. He can't hurt you. Gosh, I can't remember. You haven't missed all that much. I got the friendly bow, and then I just did some like boring recruiting. But then I tried to attempt this dungeon because this is the last dungeon I have to do before I unlock like the late game cheese grindy item dungeon. But I have to beat this dungeon to unlock it. And unfortunately for me, I wiped. Like I fully lost. I could have went out, but I could have like teleported out and saved all my items. But I got greedy, and so I lost the friend bow. So I'm gonna have to get another one. But I'm now on like a whoa. I'm trying a second time. I'm trying to reclaim the glory that I lost. Oh, I haven't named the Heracross. You're right. We've got to we've got to name this Heracross Venipede. That is of primo importance, and yet I totally forgot about it. Okay, we have. I'm committed to it. I'll do it. Before the night is over, we'll get it done. Wow, my teammates are useless. Yeah, I went down to the house and had dinner and such. Don't worry. I'm not gonna wither away. It makes for good content though. Imagine if I just like keeled over on stream. Embrace the drama of it all. Oh my god, you're a maniac. Withering percent run. True. Yeah. World's first with a percent. Yeah. No, I have faith that if anything happened to me, you know, I'd be found and dealt with properly. Sure, Sphil. Welcome to the team. I've been thinking... Oh, that's a bit annoying. I've been thinking that when I die, I want to be like eaten by an animal. You know? Like fed back into the system. It feels a bit sad to just like... Well, it doesn't feel sad. I understand why you would want to be cremated or something. But me, like, I want to be like, yeah, fed to the ants, exactly. Yeah, we've had this conversation before, off stream. I want to be fed to the ants. But I also... Oh no, I abandoned my Flygon. Oh well. I also feel like... the moment that you die, it like, doesn't matter anymore. Like, you can have whatever wish, like, while you're alive, but then once you're out, like... You're... Someone's got to do the caring for you. I have to earn it. Fair. That's a respectable position. Yeah, we you know, not giving these ants any food handouts. They've got to earn their meal. Yeah. It's what Darwin would have wanted. That's a video I was going to make that I haven't made, but actually I think it's quite a good one, which is like, the title would be like, why did Darwin say that parasitoid wasps disprove the existence of God? That's got like layers of controversy built in. We can attract a wide range of people who can object to it for many reasons. So I'm in a bit of trouble here. Do I have an orb that might help me out? Yes, I do. It's not helping me out. It's not helping me out that much, admittedly. Okay, step one, we gotta eat a berry, because otherwise we're going to croak. Okay, step two, we gotta drink an elixir. Here's why Darwin was a buffoon about wasps. But no one ever gives Darwin any credit for the immense amount of work he did on like methods for raising earthworms. Like, that was important science too. But all anyone ever wants to talk about is the evolution stuff. Like, he was like a mastermind of keeping earthworms in like terrariums and raising them and watching them. And that's got to count. I don't like that room. That's a very scary room. Brian. Been stunned. The game has stunned me. The opposite of a speedrun, because while Heracross is strong, he takes a while to use his attacks. Pikachu. Get him Absol. Very good. Okay, we're back in the Grimer territory. Been here before. In this game, my team building process is it's pretty hard to like have Pokemon catch up to your starters. So I started with Pikachu and Marchop because they're like the best early game Pokemon. But now that I'm in the post game, they've kind of fallen off, but I don't really have anyone better yet, except for this Heracross. So right now I'm just pumping all of my like boosting items into this one Heracross. And then, but yeah, Pikachu, Absol, and then Absol is just like an encounter that you get from playing the game. So Heracross is kind of the first Pokemon that I've intentionally built. The reason that you want to go for Heracross is that multi-hit moves, like I'm using, are crazy, and Heracross learns heaps of them. So it means that when I click the attack button, instead of attacking once, I attack like 30 times and one-shot anything I see. So it's pretty strong. But my defenses aren't really keeping up with my offenses. I'm kind of hoping I can just brute force this dungeon though, because this is the last one. It's the only like post-game dungeon I have to beat before I can start going to the cheese grindy dungeon and just build like mega strong Pokemon. But it is a challenge. I lost a lot of my like equipment when I wiped out. Then the other two Pokemon I want are Misdreavus and Masquerain. This is not good. And that's because Masquerain is like the AoE equivalent to Heracross's single target damage. Heracross has all these multi-hit moves. Masquerain has lots of moves that hit. Survive it. That hit the entire room. And so between them I've got like really strong single target and good AoE. Heracross's biggest weakness is the AoE. And then Misdreavus is like the support Pokemon. It can fly through walls because it's a ghost, which is really useful. Because a lot of the time there's like Marchop. No, I'm planning to drop Marchop and Absol and Pikachu the moment I can like build stronger things. What does a one room orb do? Destroys all the floors, all the walls on the floor. Oh, God. The reason that you want Marchop is because it's got a good attack stat for like a basic Pokemon, and you can semi-cheese teach it Earthquake really early on if you get lucky with the TM shot, and Earthquake is just an incredibly powerful move that is an AoE move when AoE moves are very rare at the start of the game. Oh, I did not know that was ranged. Oh, I'm poisoned? Oh dear. This might be one of my revives used here. No, maybe not. 24th floor. Now it gets really serious because... I walked into that. Kabutops is out. So there are 40 floors to this, and there's a Kyogre boss battle at the end, which is going to be an uphill battle. I need to save one of my revival orbs so that I can bring my actual teammates back for the boss battle. When Heracross won't be able to solo it. No. Trash. Whoa, I'm surrounded. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I can't use my items. I'm terrified. Oh. But there's the stairs. I messed up. I could have made it out if I'd... Trash. Oh, I've still got 4 revives. Yeah, that's okay. I've still got 3 revives. I'm on the 28th floor. Ooh. We are getting there. I was blind. I didn't see you there. $30, $31, okay. Oh, you're new. tiptoe through. Oh, okay, we die. We don't do any tiptoeing. We just lose instead. $34. It's so doable. 35. Ooh. There's 40 floors. There's 40 floors. If there was any more than that, then we'd be in deep trouble. But with 40, it might be possible. So the plan is we find the stairs on the 39th floor and then we revive our team. Because our team kind of sucks against the... like rando Pokemon in here. But Pikachu will be pretty good against Kyogre, I think. Okay. I think we have an orb for this. Starmie, don't wake the beast. I sealed these folks. We don't want to mess with them. I sealed them, Starmie. I sealed them. Starmie might actually do it. They are sealed after all. Okay. 37. Nice work, Starmie. Yeah, that sounds like a very very real memory. I just did that dungeon earlier today, the Rayquaza dungeon, and you do definitely get Lydian from it. The mechanic where you don't get to keep them until you get out is pretty tragic. Is that a Fluffy? Where is it? We don't know. Should try to find it though. I have an apple to spare. It's actually a valid question. I do think it's worth trying to find the Fluffy. If we end up dying, it won't have been worth it. But I don't think we will. How? I do have a spare apple. Eat for me. Give to you. Cool. Now, go back to the stairs. I know, it does feel a bit fulfilling, doesn't it? I mean, you know, it could still all go wrong. And I could give up, but, like, what's it all for if not to loop back and complete the goals of yesteryear? Okay, and then we revive everybody. And then we sort this out. Okay, so that's good. You can swap that with Pikachu. 2 revives, 1 revive orb. Okay, I mean, it's not the greatest setup for this, but it may be possible. Skate loop. That's right, Kyogre. You've got one crippling weakness, which is that if I die, I can merely restart and end up right back in front of you, as many times as it takes. All protect orb sounds like an excellent way to begin. Then quick orb. Spin. Hit it with my 1,000 different moves. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, Pikachu paralyzed it. That's incredibly lucky. That's a 10% chance. But we've achieved it, and I think we might be in for a win unless something goes terribly wrong. Okay, we all died. I confess we did all die. Except for Starmie. Starmie's fine. However, the reports of our death was greatly exaggerated. And Starmie's there too. Victory. And we acquire Kyogre. Can get impact, yeah. Rainbow Gummy. Dojo tickets. Thanks for the help, Starmie. You were pretty vital, actually. Starmie MVP. Okay, so the... Oh, yes, okay, we also get this cutscene. The thing we need to do before anything else is go straight to the camps and name Heracross Venipede, because, of course, it's what the audience would have wanted, and the audience is of utmost importance to the team behind this channel, that being the neurons in my mind. Okay, Heracross lives in the overgrown forest. These gummies give you like a slight stat upgrade, and they can give you these special features occasionally. And there's one feature that we're really trying to get, which makes moves that hit multiple times have like guaranteed accuracy, which would make Heracross absolutely insane, because the one problem it has is that its moves have kind of bad accuracy. But it's like a 1 in 30 chance to get that particular skill, so I'm not confident we're going to be able to get it. Okay. Good. Next. Next, we need to go back to Solar Cave and redo our... Venipede is a Venipede is a different Pokemon, but there's no Venipede, a Pokemon who is exceptional by all accounts. But there's no Venipede in this game, so because there's no Venipede in this game, we've decided to wait. So I can go to Buried Relic now, right? Buried Relic? Maybe? Check the mail. Maybe I have to spend a day. Okay, but we need to go back to Solar Cave. It's actually kind of an Absol dungeon. Table. Meow. Oh, hi. You're good. That's an excellent idea. I'll do that when I get out of here. Whoa. It is. It's a good homage to past binges, and this is like the right era of nostalgia for that to be excellent. I can't believe I lost my joy scarf, my friend's scarf. Do it all over again. This dungeon is much easier than the Kyogre one though. Protein. That's very nice. This one's only 20 floors long, so it's not going to take us forever. Fit. You're on your own. Oh, but then the Hypno gets the crazy power boost. I don't know if I like that. Probably not much later than this. I'm getting tired. I just, you know, I feel like I'm making progress. I don't want to just call it. But I don't think I'm gonna stay up much later. It's pretty late. And I'm clearly tired because I don't have much to say anymore. I've said all of my I've said all my anecdotes. Yeah. Thanks for tuning in though. It's been funny having all of you guys in the chat. It's like a real party. That was good. That's good. It's nice. Oh, that APOM is gonna be a disaster for us. Goodbye, Curly. Oh no 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 no. Oh no 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 no. Okay. We've got a wand, I believe. Ah, foe hold orb. That's what we need. Let's hold that foe. And not think about it any further. Oh. I went the wrong way for the stairs though. Hopefully it stays held. Almost there. We're almost there. Confuse one, sure. No, Hypno. We're so close to the stairs. It's just you and me now, Wobba Fit. Come on, folks. Okay, final four. And we can... Sorry, Boba Fett. Whoa. We need to use our guiding wand here. That way. My God. I died. Okay. Ice beam TM. Friend bow. Flamethrower TM. Jewel TM. Dark Fox. We've done it. We've done it again. 3DX gummies. Rank up. Oh, you've got a raspy tongue. Abel's like really licking my hand, but he's kind of abrading it. Yeah. I appreciate the sentiment. So, he is. So there's two things standing in our way still. And those are, we don't have a Pokemon with the small stomach power. And we don't have don't have an X-ray specs, which will let us see where the items in the walls are. So although we've unlocked the buried relic, I don't think we quite have the ability to actually go farm it yet. I also think that we can take out like quite a few of these TMs and then sell them. Okay, and now we can buy some more friend areas. By the crater. And the Rubber-Dub River. It's later, we both need sleep. Yeah, that is exactly the message that Abel is trying to communicate, and he would be quite right to communicate that. And yet here we are. That's pretty cute. How are the dogs going? Are the dogs all doing okay? That's good. That's good. Me too, pup. Me too. Oh, yeah. Buried relic is now open. Yeah, that's an interesting dilemma. Hopefully, it doesn't cause any long-term problems. Manage items. Withdraw items. Captain Darkstar, you're right. You're right. You're so right. Where does he live? Lives on Darkness Ridge. No. I mean, the speed run I've been cutting into, I lost like at least an hour on my death. Wait, I'm not calling them cuts though. It's the wrong word. Oh, okay. We can't afford to put the dot in because we don't have quite enough space, but there'll be space without the dot. Oh nice, we spawned 2. What? Is it too long? No. Why would it let me put it in if it's not going to let me accept it? That's just cruel. I'll have to do. Yeah, the dot would have been elegant. I don't dislike Bargain. I've got Steamroll on Masquerain. Or on Mischievous. Okay, we'll take Bargain then. But I may also immediately replace Bargain. Riled Up. Don't care about Riled Up. Link Boost. Don't care about Link Boost. Okay. Oh, you're okay, April. We're just trying to make this one move pin missile the most cracked possible move. It was a feature in the old games, but there wasn't like a power menu that told you what it was doing. It was just you'd like drink an item, and it would be like your move got stronger, but there was no way to know what that meant. I think it was called like a ginseng. The item was called, and you got it from the Makuhita, but they've kind of expanded it into like being able to power up a few different. That you can boost the power and the accuracy separately. also need... Yeah, I did not understand half the mechanics in this game back when I was playing it. There are a lot of like things that they just don't explain in this game, or at least in the original. I think they're a bit better about doing it here. But still, like, there's a lot of stuff that I've had to Google. Yeah, true. I've got like so much of regular Pokemon memorized that I forget how much is like totally opaque and not well explained. There is definitely stuff that's opaque and not well explained. Very exciting. I quite like Mistborn Book 2, but I would describe it as the Rhythm of War of Mistborn. You're with me, Mistress. I do like Rhythm of War. I think Rhythm of War is a good book. I just don't like it as much as the previous three. But I'm not like a Rhythm of War hater. I'm all for like the magical science aspect. That bit rules. But not necessarily to say that what's it called? What's the middle called? Not the Hero of Ages. Mistborn, Final Empire. Something, the Hero of Ages. I can't remember the name of it. Yeah, the Steel Inquisitors are fun. The Well of Ascension. Thank you. That's quite right. not to say that the Well of Ascension is like well, I actually think that I like Rhythm of War more than the Well of Ascension, but I think I just like the Stormlight books more than the Mistborn books in general. But the Well of Ascension has some very clever stuff going on. Like, it's a very satisfying book to finish. But I won't say too much. Oh yeah, true. The words "the Well of Ascension" probably make more sense the more you you know about the Cosmere. I hadn't even really thought about that because like when that was the second Brandon Sanderson book I read, so like I wasn't thinking about like Ascension or Wells or anything. It's always the bodies of water, isn't it? It's always the bodies of water. I know. That's the real tragedy of Rhythm of War, is that both the Rock and Loken aren't on screen. They're off doing their own thing. And like, I don't blame them. They gotta do their own thing. But also, they were like the heart of Bridge 4. But the Horneater novella comes out soon. That's like the next Brandon Sanderson novella. It's like a rock special. I'm quite excited for that because I still don't quite know like what Rock's been up to the whole time. And Ghostbuds, yeah. But we probably won't actually... Ghostbuds is like being written now, or will start being written now. I guess he could be dead. Or he could be Cultivation. He totally could have just killed Cultivation off screen and then taken up Cultivation when no one was looking. And then Kaladin will finally, like, you know, it'll be like the final hour and Taravangian will be like ruining everything, and then vines will creep out of the ground and a great golden light will shine, and then just when Kaladin needs it, a bowl of the perfect stew will descend from the spiritual realm to grant Kaladin the power he needs. and all the radiants will have access to a new kind of light, rock light, which you have to eat. You have to eat the rocks in the ground. You have to like physically consume rocks. It's kind of like Mistborn, but instead of eating metals, you have to eat rocks, and then it grants you the power of. It grants you mastery of all 4 elements, including earth for rock, and air because you're an airsick lowlander, and water because he lives next to a lake, and fire because I don't know why he would want fire actually, but you know, and then at the end of the book, it would turn out that the planet was the largest rock, and they'd eat it, and they'd gain full ultimate control of time itself. Yeah. Do you think that a Mistborn who has eaten atium could defeat a radiant, like a radiant with shard plate? I think this is like a commonly debated question in the community, because both are like pretty strong. There'll definitely be like things that you haven't been able to see them do yet, but like I think that atium is by far their strongest power, because being able to like predict the future is pretty strong. Yeah, there's certainly many secrets hidden from you yet. I mean, for all we know, that like it could be that like in Era 2 of Stormlight, Brandon's like, you thought there were 5 ideals, but don't you know that everything in this planet comes in 10s? There are 10 radiant ideals. Yeah, it is a good point. Like, I'm not sure how a radiant could break through. Like, even if you can like, you know, you can shoot all the coins you want, but how are you going to actually break through shard plate? That is probably a good analysis. I think it's pretty like contextual. Like if the Radiant has access to like infinite Stormlight, like if like Dalinar's there and it's like a 4th ideal Radiant, maybe a Mistborn just actually can't handle the sheer power. But if it's like book 3 Kaladin, then like I guess he's pretty tanky. Still, but the Mistborn, they can kind of, they've probably got the mobility advantage, but maybe not against a Windrunner. I'm imagining like a Windrunner lashing a Mistborn sideways, and they have to like coin bounce along the rooftop still, but now they're like bouncing sideways, like they've been lashed like sideways, so they're like like Helen going through the chasms. Oh wait, there's a boss battle? That's a bit dangerous. Vin did get lucky. It is true. To be fair to Vin, like if the Lord Ruler didn't want to have that happen to him, he could have just like been 10% more careful. Like he was being yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the mechanics of Copper Cloud is. Well, I probably know a bit more than you, but I don't want to. Say it, but I don't know how. I have no idea how it would interact with. Arrogance is the weakness of power. It's so true. My Slugma. Why would you do this to my Slugma? Wait, did I like really mess up? I didn't think about the fact that there's a malt trace at the end of this dungeon. Have I lost? Wow! Okay, well that's a good place to call it for tonight, because I can rescue my party from that one, but yeah, I forgot that when you go back and do certain dungeons, there's like re-battles with the legendaries, and they're powered up, and you can recruit them, but I was caught off guard. It's okay. You can send a rescue party to rescue your previous party, and the actual dungeon is fine. So I won't lose my joy band again, hopefully. But it does give me a nice place to pause the timer. Okay, I'm going to bed because it is very late. But it's been good talking, and I hope you enjoy Mistborn 2. Yeah, it is late. How do I... Okay. Good night, everybody. Good night, Isaac. Yeah, me too. I want to beat this thing. I'm like determined now. I've passed the point where I'm like committed. Okay. Farewell.